Good afternoon, friends. I am Professor S.S. Jadhav. Today we discuss next point, that is dimensionless numbers. Dimensionless numbers. In last lecture we discussed about the thermal boundary layer. Now we discuss about dimensionless numbers. So in that first dimensional number we have to discuss, that number is nothing but Nusselt number. So Nusselt number is denoted by the capital NU. Nusselt number is denoted by NU. So first we discuss about the Nusselt number. So to understand the what is mean by Nusselt number, so we have to considering the two fluid layers. So this layer is nothing but first layer and this layer is nothing but second layer. This layer is nothing but first layer and this layer is nothing but second layer. This first layer having temperature is T1 and this layer second layer having temperature is T2. Second layer having temperature is T2. So we have to considering the T1 is higher as compared to T2, that is T1 is greater than T2. So if T1 is greater than T2 means what? The heat flow takes place from this layer to this layer, from layer 1 to layer 2, and distance between these two layer, that is nothing but L. That is nothing but L. And velocity, we have to considering the velocity of these two layers, that is U meter per second. So for the understanding Nusselt number, we have to considering the two layers, one layer having temperature T1, another layer having temperature T2, and the distance between these two layers, that is L, and we have to considering the T1 is higher as compared to T2, means what? T1 is greater than T2. So because of that, what will happen? Heat flow takes place from the layer number 1 to layer number 2. Layer number 1 to layer number 2. So as these layers are moving with velocity U meter per second, as these two layers are moving with the velocity U meter per second, the heat transfer is mainly due to bulk motion of fluid. So if the heat transfer takes place due to the motion of the molecules, that heat transfer is nothing but heat transfer due to the convection. Suppose we have to considering these two layers, and if these two layers are moving with the velocity U meter per second, so what will happen? Heat transfer takes place due to the convection. And so how to calculate the heat transfer due to convection? So what is the formula for to calculate the heat transfer due to convection? That is Q is equal to H into A into delta T. So this law is nothing but Newton's law of cooling. So heat transfer due to convection, how to find out that heat transfer due to convection? By using the Newton's law of the cooling. And what is the formula related to that? That is H into A into delta T. So this is the equation number 1, that is Q convection is equal to H into A into delta T. Means what? We have to considering the condition if these two layers are moving with the velocity U meter per second. So heat transfer due to the motion of the molecules, that is nothing but heat transfer due to convection. And what is the law related to convection? That is Newton's law of the cooling. So how to find out that heat transfer rate? That is Q is equal to H into A into delta T. H into A into delta T. Now again in second condition, we have to consider the same layers. We have to considering these two layers, but here velocity of layers with which they are moving is 0 meter per second. Now in first condition, we have to considering these two layers are moving with the velocity U meter per second. In second condition, now we have to considering these two layers are stationary. Means what? Velocity of these two layers is 0 meter per second. So therefore the heat transfer between these two layers is only by the pure conduction. If these two layers are stationary, then heat transfer takes place due to the conduction. Heat transfer takes place due to the conduction, because now there is a no bulk fluid motion, because there is a no motion of molecules. So heat transfer takes place due to the free electrons and lattice vibration. Means what? Heat transfer takes place due to the conduction. So how to calculate the heat transfer due to conduction? That is the law related to conduction, that is Fourier's law of heat conduction. And what is the equation of Fourier's law of heat conduction? That is Q conduction is equal to K into dt by dx. So in this case, K into A into delta T divided by L, because the thickness is, we have to considering that thickness is L thickness, So these are the two conditions, that is heat transfer due to convection and heat transfer due to the conduction. So from this, what is mean by Nusselt number? So what is the basic definition of Nusselt number, or what is mean by Nusselt number? So Nusselt number is the ratio of heat transfer rate due to convection, to heat transfer rate due to conduction. What is mean by Nusselt number? It is the ratio of heat transfer rate due to convection to the heat transfer rate due to conduction. So this ratio is nothing but Nusselt number, that is Q convection divided by Q conduction. This ratio is nothing but Nusselt number. So what is the formula for Q convection? That is H into A into delta T. What is the formula for Q convection? That is H into A into delta T. And what is the formula for the Q conduction? So Q conduction is equal to K into A into delta T divided by L. So A will be cancelled, delta T will be cancelled. So what is the remaining term? That is HL by K. So what is mean by Nusselt number? Nusselt number is equal to H into L divided by K. So this is the formula related to the Nusselt number. That is Nusselt number is equal to HL by K. So H is nothing but what? H is nothing but heat transfer coefficient. L is nothing but characteristic length. So how to find out that characteristic length? So there is a one formula to calculate that characteristic length. So how to calculate that characteristic length? So formula related to that is L is equal to 4 into AC divided by P. So AC is nothing but cross section area and P is nothing but perimeter. So we have to put the value of cross section area and perimeter into the equation and find out the characteristic length. And what is meant by K? K is nothing but thermal conductivity of the fluid. So by using that we have to find out the Nusselt number. So what is the significance of this Nusselt number? So we have to understood that the significance of Nusselt number, we have to consider the three conditions, that is if Nusselt number is equal to 1, if Nusselt number is greater than 1, and if Nusselt number is less than 1. Suppose we know the value of Nusselt number and that value is equal to 1. We have to consider the case number 1 when the Nusselt number is equal to 1. Means what? If Nusselt number is 1, that value is known to you. So from that what we said, that is heat transfer due to conduction is equal to heat transfer due to the convection. So if we know the value of Nusselt number, if Nusselt number is equal to 1, from that we said that heat transfer due to conduction is equal to heat transfer due to the convection. Means what? If Nusselt number is equal to Q convection divided by Q conduction. If Nusselt number value is equal to 1, so Nu is equal to Q convection divided by Q conduction. So 1 is equal to Q convection divided by Q conduction. So from that Q convection is equal to Q conduction. Means what? If suppose the value is given, that is Nusselt number is equal to 1, at that time we said that heat transfer due to convection is equal to heat transfer due to the conduction. So this is the significance of the Nusselt numbers. In second case we have to considering the Nusselt number is greater than 1. So from that what we said, that if Nusselt number is greater than 1, means what? Heat transfer due to convection is more as compared to heat transfer due to the conduction. So to understood this, we have to considering the if Nusselt number is greater than 1. So we have to considering the if Nusselt number is equal to 2. That is Nusselt number is greater than 1. So Nusselt number is greater than 2 means what? Q convection divided by Q conduction. Q convection divided by Q conduction is equal to 2. Means what? Q convection is equal to 2 into Q conduction. Means what? If the value given, that is Nusselt number, is equal to 2, at that time we said that heat transfer due to convection is 2 times the heat transfer due to the conduction. So heat transfer due to convection is higher as compared to heat transfer due to the conduction. Heat transfer due to the conduction. Next case, case number 3. In that we have to consider the if Nusselt number is less than 1. If Nusselt number is less than 1 means what? The heat transfer Nusselt number is less than 1 means what? Q convection is less than Q conduction. So heat transfer due to conduction is higher as compared to the heat transfer due to the convection. So if Nusselt number is less than 1 means what? The heat transfer rate due to conduction is higher as compared to the heat transfer due to the convection. So if Nusselt number is less than 1 means what? Q convection divided by Q conduction is less than 1. So Q convection is less than Q conduction. So Q convection divided by Q conduction is less than 1 means what? Q convection is less than Q conduction. So this is about the Nusselt number. So what is meant by Nusselt number? It is the ratio of Q convection to Q conduction. Q convection to the Q conduction. And what is the formula of Nusselt number? That is HL by K. H is nothing but heat transfer coefficient, L is nothing but characteristic length, and how to find out that characteristic length? That is 4 into AC by P, and K is nothing but thermal conductivity of the fluid. And what is the significance of the Nusselt number? That is, we have to considering the 3 cases, that is Nusselt number is equal to 1, Nusselt number is greater than 1, Nusselt number is less than 1. If Nusselt number is 1 means what? Q conduction is equal to Q convection. If Nusselt number is greater than 1 means what? Heat transfer due to convection is higher as compared to heat transfer due to the conduction. And what is mean by Nusselt number is less than 1? At that case, heat transfer due to conduction is higher as compared to heat transfer due to the convection. Heat transfer due to the convection. Now second dimensionless number, that is Prandtl number. So what is meant by Prandtl number? So it is denoted by PR. So Prandtl number is the ratio of, what is meant by Prandtl number? It is the ratio of kinematic viscosity to the thermal diffusivity. It is the ratio of kinematic viscosity to the thermal diffusivity. So Prandtl number is nothing but it is the ratio of kinematic viscosity to the thermal diffusivity. But what is the formula of the kinematic viscosity? So kinematic viscosity is nothing but dynamic viscosity to, it is the ratio of dynamic viscosity to the density. So instead of nu we have to write the mu upon rho. And what is mean by thermal diffusivity? What is the formula for thermal diffusivity? It is K by rho Cp. K by rho Cp means what? It is the ratio of thermal conductivity to the thermal heat capacity. So thermal conductivity is denoted by K, and heat capacity is nothing but rho into Cp. So from that, instead of nu we have to put mu by rho, and instead of alpha we have to put K by rho Cp. So from that, rho will be cancelled. So what is the equation? Mu Cp by K. So this mu into Cp is nothing but what? Dynamic viscosity into specific, it is nothing but molecular diffusion of the momentum. Molecular diffusion of the momentum. And what is the meaning of K? That is molecular diffusion of heat. That is thermal conductivity means what? Molecular diffusion of the heat. So what is the another definition of the Prandtl number? So it is defined as the ratio of molecular diffusivity of momentum. What is meant by Prandtl number? It is defined as the ratio of, molecular diffusivity of momentum, molecular diffusivity of the momentum to the molecular diffusivity of heat. This ratio is nothing but Prandtl number. This ratio is nothing but Prandtl number. So what is the significance of this Prandtl number? So in similar way, how we derive the equation for the Nusselt number, that is we have to considering the 3 cases, that is Prandtl number is equal to 1, Nusselt number is equal to 1, greater than 1, less than 1. In that way we have to see about the significance of the Prandtl number, So we have to considering the case 1, that is Prandtl number is less than 1. So there is one another concept, that is Prandtl number is directly proportional to delta by delta t. So delta is nothing but thickness of the velocity boundary layer thickness, and delta t is nothing but thermal boundary layer thickness. So Prandtl number is directly proportional to ratio of these two thickness, that is VBL velocity boundary layer thickness and thermal boundary layer thickness. This ratio is directly proportional to what? Prandtl number. Prandtl number. So if Prandtl number is less than 1, means what? If Prandtl number is less than 1 means this factor will be less, that is velocity boundary layer thickness is less as compared to the thermal boundary layer thickness. So what is the diagram for that? So this is the velocity boundary layer thickness and this is the thermal boundary layer thickness. If Prandtl number is less than 1 means what? Del is less than delta t. Delta is less than delta t. Del is less than del t. So this delta is less, that is velocity boundary layer thickness is less as compared to thermal boundary layer thickness. Means what? If suppose we know that Prandtl number is less than 1, at that time what we said? We said that at that time velocity boundary layer thickness is less as compared to the thermal boundary layer thickness. This is the significance of that Prandtl number. If Prandtl number is less than 1, so from that we said that velocity boundary layer thickness is less as compared to the thermal boundary layer thickness for that particular fluid. So Prandtl number is less than 1. What is the another meaning of that? Here heat diffusion is slowly. Heat diffusion is slowly than the diffusion of momentum. So means what? Momentum diffusion is fast as compared to the heat diffusion. Momentum diffusion is fast as compared to the heat diffusion. So like this Prandtl number we will get in case of liquid metals, and we can use such flow Prandtl number materials in nuclear reactor cooling. So Prandtl number is less than 1. This condition is used in case of liquid metals, and that liquid metals is used in the nuclear reactor cooling. So if the Prandtl number is less than 1 means what? VBL, that is velocity boundary layer thickness, is less than thermal boundary layer thickness. And what is the another meaning of that? Prandtl number is less than 1 means heat diffusion slowly than diffusion of the momentum. And this Prandtl number is less than 1. This condition is used in the nuclear reactor cooling. In that velocity boundary layer thickness is less as compared to the thermal boundary layer thickness. Next case number 2, that is Prandtl number is equal to 1. Approximately Prandtl number is equal to 1 means what we said that Prandtl number is equal to 1 means what? Here both diffusion of heat and momentum are nearly same. Diffusion of heat and diffusion of momentum, molecular momentum, are nearly same. For the Prandtl number is equal to 1 means what? Diffusion of heat is equal to diffusion of momentum. Means what? Prandtl number, that is velocity boundary layer thickness, is equal to thermal boundary layer thickness. Velocity boundary layer thickness is equal to velocity boundary layer thickness. So TBL is equal to VBL. So whatever the curve for TBL, that same curve for the VBL. Means what? The thickness, that is del, is equal to delta t. Delta is equal to delta t. Means what? Prandtl number is equal to 1. At that time delta is equal to delta t. That is velocity boundary layer thickness is equal to thermal boundary layer thickness. And where we have to use this condition, and such type of Prandtl number we will get for most of the gases. So Prandtl number is equal to 1. This condition most of the times will occur in the gases. Most time it occurs in the gases. So this is about the Prandtl number is equal to 1. Means what? Prandtl number is nothing but it is the ratio of kinematic viscosity to the thermal velocity, thermal diffusivity. So Prandtl number is equal to 1 means what? Kinematic viscosity is equal to thermal diffusivity. Kinematic viscosity is equal to thermal diffusivity means what? If Prandtl number is equal to 1, at that time diffusion of heat is equal to diffusion of the momentum, diffusion of the momentum. So next case, that is case number 3, that is Prandtl number is greater than 1. So Prandtl number is greater than 1 means what? For such Prandtl number, heat diffusion is quickly takes place as compared to the diffusion of the momentum. Diffusion of the momentum. Heat diffusion rate is higher as compared to the momentum diffusion, as compared to the momentum diffusion. And what about the velocity boundary layer thickness and thermal boundary layer thickness? So in this case, velocity boundary layer thickness is higher as compared to the thermal boundary layer thickness. So from this diagram, so if Prandtl number is greater than 1, at that time velocity boundary layer thickness is higher as compared to the thermal boundary layer thickness, as compared to the thermal boundary layer thickness. So Prandtl number is greater than 1, so means what? Prandtl number is greater than 1 means kinematic viscosity is greater than thermal diffusivity. Kinematic viscosity is greater than thermal diffusivity means what? Heat diffusion is quickly takes place. Heat diffusion is quickly takes place. So where we have to use this condition, that is Prandtl number is greater than 1. So from that we said that Prandtl number in case of oils, Prandtl number is greater than 1 means what? At that, for that particular oils, velocity boundary layer thickness is higher as compared to the thermal boundary layer thickness. For the oils, Prandtl number is greater than 1 means what? Velocity boundary layer thickness for that particular oil is higher as compared to the thermal boundary layer thickness. Thermal boundary layer thickness. Now we see the what are the Prandtl numbers, what are the values of the Prandtl number for the different fluids. Suppose fluid is liquid metals. For the liquid metals, Prandtl number is changes from the 0.004 to the 0.03 for the liquid metals. So what is the Prandtl number for the gases? So for the gases, Prandtl number is in between 0.7 to 1. For the gases, Prandtl number is in between the 0.7 to 1. What about the water? For the water, what is the value of Prandtl number? It is in between 1.7 to 10. 1.7 to 10. What about the glycerin? For the glycerin, what is the value of Prandtl number? So that is 2000, in between 2000 to 1 lakh, 2000 to 1 lakh. And what about the oil? That is the value of Prandtl number in between 50 to 50 to 1 lakh, 50 to 1 lakh. So this is about the Prandtl number. This is about the Prandtl number. What is meant by Prandtl number? It is the ratio of kinematic viscosity to thermal diffusivity. So Prandtl number is equal to nu upon alpha. So what is the formula for Prandtl number? That is mu Cp by K. So what is the another definition for the Prandtl number? So it is the ratio of molecular diffusion of momentum to the molecular diffusion of the heat. Molecular diffusion of momentum to the molecular diffusion of the heat. So what is the significance in that case? Number 1, Prandtl number is less than 1. So Prandtl number is directly proportional to what? Ratio of the velocity boundary layer thickness to the thermal boundary layer thickness. That is PR is directly proportional to delta upon delta T. So means what? Prandtl number is less than 1 means del is less than delta T, means velocity boundary layer thickness is less as compared to the thermal boundary layer thickness. And what is the another meaning of the less Prandtl number? That is heat diffusion is slowly as compared to the momentum diffusion. And where we have to use this condition? That is for the nuclear reactor cooling, or in case of liquid metals. In liquid metals, Prandtl number is less than 1. So for these liquid metals we have to use in the nuclear reactor cooling. So second case, that is Prandtl number is 1. So what is the meaning of that? Diffusion of heat and momentum is nearly same. Diffusion of heat and momentum is nearly same. And similarly we said that thermal boundary layer thickness is equal to velocity boundary layer thickness, and this condition we have to use in most of the most of the gases. And what about the case number 3, that is Prandtl number is greater than 1. So Prandtl number is greater than means what? Heat diffusion is quickly takes place as compared to the momentum diffusion. And what about the velocity boundary layer thickness and thermal boundary layer thickness? Velocity boundary layer thickness is higher as compared to the thermal boundary layer thickness. So this is about the dimensionless numbers, that is Nusselt number and the Prandtl number. So Nusselt number is equal to HL by K and Prandtl number is equal to mu Cp by K. So thank you very much.